Hello, hello, hello. I am so happy to see you. Thanks for coming. I am here with the Tarotscope for the month of June for Sagittarius. You can read this or watch this for your sun, moon, rising, or any other Sagittarius placement that you might have. Bless you, Pookie. My smaller dog wanted to be in the video, but she got a little shy and decided to sneeze instead. All right. Okay, before I get into our reading, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and turn your notifications on to get these videos, to get these Tarotscopes every month and videos that I put out almost weekly. Like this video, comment, and share with other Sagittarius placements. Okay, first of all, let's take a breath. I've been trying to make sure that I slow down enough to pause and take breaths and to check in with you. How are you doing? I feel as though I want to give you a really big hug, Sagittarius. But let's check in. First of all, as with every other sign so far, here is some smudge for you to smudge your body, mind, spirit, and your day when you watch this. A little bit of smudge for me. How are you doing? How is your heart? How is your mind? How is your body doing? Let's get into your reading. So I said I feel like I want to give you a hug because what I'm looking at here is a really tender state of being. I don't think that the whole month of June is a statement of a tender emotional state or way of being. I think that June sees you coming out of a very tender period of time, emotionally imbalanced, not in the negative way that sort of statement could really infer, but really just sort of like up and down from one set of few days to the next, and really experiencing uncertainty and down and heavy. This is coming from the King of Cups reversed. So again, I do not think that this feeling will be with you for the totality of June. I think that it is trailing behind you. I think that, like we've already talked about for other signs, we're going to be in retrograde for a couple of major planets. Aren't they all major? Anyway, we'll be in retrograde with a couple planets until mid-October. Mercury is in retrograde, but then this eclipse that we just had in Sagittarius, I think that we're still very much on the heels of that. And I think that this month will see you sort of making your way out of emotional heaviness or sadness or emotional upsets that you've been experiencing. I think that when I further look into this, because the next card, let me just keep going, is the Queen of Swords reversed. And then we have so I can kind of lump this all together, the Queen of Pentacles upright. So here is your reading. It is the King of Cups reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Queen of Pentacles upright. So I think that this is, so let's focus on the Queen of Pentacles for a second. The initial read that I get from that particular card is at once deeply connected to the King of Cups reversed. And I think that some of what is at the root of this emotional, heaviness or weightedness or dissatisfaction, bits of sadness, melancholy, is really attached to the deep connection to your body and pleasure, and to the needs of your body and its pleasure, to, you know, that this sadness and upheaval that you are trailing or is trailing with you is connected to the body and pleasure and the needs of your body and its pleasure, and also its rootedness. You know, when I think of the Queen of Pentacles, I really think of the root system, where we put our roots down, the root chakra itself, pride of place, senses of belonging, safety, home in every sense of the word. And I think that out of the three, the Queen of Pentacles being the only one that's upright is very, very telling, in that this much you know, right? I mean, not to say you don't know what's up with your emotions or how to really, you know, express those emotions or whatever. I'm not saying that at all. But really, you know, not being able to be as in touch with the needs of, or excuse me, maybe not being able to honor, you know, your needs, the needs of your body and its relationship to pleasure. Not, hi, mommy. Hi, there's a pit bull in your reading. Okay, lay down. You know, there's a very, it feels as though, I don't want to be presumptuous, but it feels as though there's a very clear ID on you know, your body, its root, it, you know, but where there may be a disconnect, you know, and the disconnect is resulting in these reversed, excuse me, stop it. The disconnect is resulting in the reversed other cards, the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. The disconnect is maybe, you know, you feel sort of stuck and not able to honor what you've discovered your root is, you know. I think that there appears to be a great relation with all of those things, you know, but for whatever reason, and I gotta be honest. So okay, let me sort of tie this in. Sorry, the pit bull has distracted me. So what is the prediction? What is the Tarotscope for the month? The Tarotscope for the month is, you know, again, to sort of join how I began our conversation. You know, the Tarotscope for the month is one that is talking about still being kind of emotionally heavy and in imbalance, right? And having that trailing behind you, but in real time figuring out how to sort of right that, how to or what can you do to really honor, you know, honor how in touch with yourself, your root system in every sense of the way, who you are, what makes you who you are, who you want to be around, where you want to be. You know, I think that there is a strong chance that logistically speaking, you may not be able to honor what is very real for you, this connection to the body and the root and all of that. And this is very likely going to be because of, again, the logistics of where you live, the logistics of where you work. And to be truthful, the Queen of Swords reversed here is one that lends itself to the thought of, you know, June may not be the green light, the open door for you to be able to figure out how to step into more full expression of this, right? Of your root system. And that, you know, I was about to say, and that's okay. It may not feel okay, but I am here to say, not for nothing, you didn't ask, but here we are. The fact that the Queen of Pentacles has come at all, let alone upright, the only upright card out of the three, the fact that this card is present is one that tells me, tells you, tells us that, you know, your best bet and best way through this slight continuance of emotional upheaval, emotional heaviness, really, is to continue to lean into the home and the root system of your body. To remember that no matter where you are home. You are home. You are a sovereign nation, no matter where you are, no matter who you're with. And the more you can lean into that, the root system of who you are, the more that feeling of heaviness and sadness will likely trail away from you, and everything else, the logistics of where you live, who you're around, the work that you're in the middle of right now, that stuff will figure itself out. Hold fast to this Queen of Pentacles, your solid foundation in who you are, yourself as the sovereign nation. And that way you can sort of, I've used the word recalibrate already today so many times, but it keeps coming up. You'll be able to really balance this through different, I won't say better, through the different expression of what that means to you, your sovereign nation of self. You know, sit tight, hold fast. Remember, wherever you go, you are at home, no matter what. This is again for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, or any other placement you're paying close attention to. Rest easy, my love. Until next time. Mwah.